visit to Mandur, the smell and sight of this mountain is stuck in my head. So eventually, this pile leads to this. Bangalore easily produces more than 50 lakh kilos of waste in one day. And while we're busy trashing, in no time, our garden city will soon be known as the garbage city. And I wish the problems ended there. Because if you look at the trash trail, the garbage we dump is polluting our lands, which in turn affects the plantations. And before we know it, we're eating the very garbage we dispose. So instead of playing the blame game, I decided to understand the root of this problem. And surprise, surprise, the trail starts from our house. And to understand this better, I went to different organizations around the city with the intention of getting answers to my questions. So how best to manage waste at home and what to do with the waste that cannot be managed. And I met quite a few heroes who in their own way are fighting Bangalore's battle against garbage.
Yeah, I know, it's beautiful, right?
WeCare for Village Farm was started 2.5 years ago. So even before that, we've started our group. The aim is to go to communities and to schools and people and just create awareness about waste.
Garbage is one of the biggest problems that we face today, and managing it is not the city, municipality's problem, but it is the responsibility of every citizen to be a part of managing the city's waste, because waste is generated by us. And if we don't take complete responsibility of it, we are going to trash it. It will end up in a landfill, which has environmental problems, issues with the socio-economic issues. There are a lot of issues around the landfill itself. Actually, get every individual to say, I am responsible for my waste. I will segregate my waste into the different categories, and I make sure that it reaches where it should, not to the landfill.
Kasa Rasa is a waste segregation unit where the waste is brought in by the BBMP, and the women working here segregate the dry waste from the wet.
Food waste is brought in by the BBMP and we compost it, otherwise we segregate dry waste.
When I came in the beginning, it was very weird. I'm used to it now. The stench doesn't bother me anymore.
We don't see if the work is difficult or not. We do whatever work is given to us because we are paid for it. That is why we don't feel shy or embarrassed of it, and the job is suitable for our age.
While I wait for Nalini Shekhar, let me tell you a little bit about the organization Hasiru Dala. This organization, which is currently an NGO, is soon to become a corporate organization. Here they not only concentrate on providing training for female waste pickers, but they also ensure that they get maximum social security.
There are 15,000 waste pickers in the city. They are recycling 1,050 tons of waste every day. And if BBMP had to deal with their this 1,050 tons in collection and transportation, they would have spent about 84 crores. So the contribution of this particular community is economically it's contributing to the city, it's keeping the city clean. Can you imagine if there was no waste pickers in the city, how the city would have been? And typically all this work till now, actually men waste pickers were there. Since last week we asked women, and you have been working so much, will you get onto the truck and use it? They said yes. And so we have a team of 3 women now, and we also want a full women team. So we are training some of the waste pickers to become drivers.
Apart from effective waste segregation, it also seems to be providing many waste pickers with a means of employment. While waste segregation and management is a must, it seems to be a lucrative business. Jolly Mohalla, a street in Bangalore, seems to be doing the most with dry waste, where they buy and sell everything that comes their way.
We get gunny bag materials from across Bangalore within a radius of 100 kilometers, which includes depots, general stores and chemical factories. We alter it and send it for further recycling. The best business aspect is the fact that around 40,000 people have been employed through this business.
I am cleaning this by segregating plastic from metal. Plastic gets recycled and metal is converted into pellets.
I deal with empty milk packets. We reprocess these covers and convert them into granules, which are then turned into sheets. These sheets are sold in markets and are used for constructions. Trash dumped on roads is definitely not a waste for us. We collect this garbage and convert it into a resource. This way, there is no garbage accumulated on the roads. We make the most of what is otherwise thrown away.
Currently, Bangalore collects around 30 lakh kgs of garbage. But this is clearly not enough. Why? Because we produce around 50 lakh kgs of garbage. So what is the solution? Simple. Get some more garbage collectors, employ more trucks, maybe make some more machineries. But is that the solution? No matter what, the garbage we produce will never be proportional to the garbage that can be collected, recycled or reused. And that pile there will only rise and rise some more. So, we should fix this problem. And how?
At home, there are different kinds of waste, and this is a BBMP mandate that we have to segregate our waste. All those different kinds of waste are basically your organic waste or your wet waste, which can be composted at home. Your dry waste is anything that's paper, plastic, metal or glass. Anything that's that has human bodily fluid on it is sanitary waste. That includes your pads, your diapers, condoms, bandages, all of that is your sanitary waste. It has to be put in a paper bag marked with a red cross and handed over separately to the BBMP so that it is, right now it's landfill, but at least nobody is going to put their hand into it to look for something valuable.
Composting is, it should become a part of a daily habit. You know, people usually have issues around composting because they don't understand the actual breakdown of compost. I mean, how your organic matter, all your kitchen waste is organic matter. It will ultimately break down to become soil, a part of your soil. You know, getting people to understand there are simple methods. Here, let me try to explain to you how simple composting is. There is a science behind it. Step 1, your kitchen waste. Step 2, collect enough dry leaves. Step 3, have an accelerator. Accelerator is microorganisms. It could be buttermilk, it could be cow dung slurry, it could be panchagavya or semi-done compost. Step 4, a container with a lid, well aerated. You know, there should be movement of air. And step 5 will be to mix these 3 together and then put it into this. And step 6, continue it every day. And step 7, in 40 days, you have your compost ready.
Well, now that can't be hard, can it? Investing just 5 minutes in getting your organic waste towards composting is an investment we make for the future, so that the planet Earth doesn't become one big garbage dump.
See the impact. There is a far-reaching impact of that. So if I just manage mine, I make a huge difference. So if every individual starts to do that, I think definitely our world will be a better place to live.
So looks like for this problem, I can't blame the garbage collector, the industries, the kabadiwalas, the recyclers, not even the government. Damn. Well, it's your problem and mine. And the solution is we doing our bit. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to start following these mantras. Segregate my waste, organic and recyclable. Buy a compost bin and start composting. Avoid getting new plastic bags from vendors while I can carry my own cloth bag. And carry plates, straws and glasses wherever I go. And reuse old pipes and bottles to store and save and even grow plants. Okay then, it's about time we convert this trash into treasure.